Hello, my fellow citizens. My name is Eddie Rio, and a few weeks ago I paid some money for a game that resides in the thoughts of someone's mind, and that game is Star Citizen. And the mind belongs to a man named Chris Roberts. And a little while ago, someone introduced me to this or gave me a link to the site, and I had a little look at it and I thought, oh, this is quite interesting. I love space games. I love playing Eve and Dust, and any sort of space game that comes out I'll definitely give a look at and try if I can afford to at the time. But when I was looking at it, I thought, oh well, nothing's really happening, I'll just wait and see where it goes. And I subscribed to some YouTube channels, I kept looking on the forums, and I took a punt and I thought, to hell with it, and I chucked 40 bones in the direction, and I'm ended up with this weird starship and this hangar that I get to walk around. And then I delved a little deeper, and you look in the life of Chris Roberts, who's quite an odd, eccentric person, it feels like, but obviously this guy's got a real passion and a dream and a concept that he wants to bring forward, and obviously a lot of other people believe in him and are backing him quite heavily, almost at like $40 million. Now, one thing that you'll keep hearing is that he made Wing Commander, and the time Wing Commander came out, I think I was playing in the Sandpit playgroup or something like that, and it kind of missed me by, so I can't really comment on that. But I do love space games, and as you know, because I play EVE Online, and one thing I love about EVE Online is the PvP, and especially the small gang solo PvP. I like the kind of dogfighting, small group, 1 against 1 or 1 against 2 kind of fights that take place within that. And this, instead of being that kind of lock on to a target, controlling things, being out of your ship, this looks like it's going to be inside the ship, dogfighting module, sort of air-to-air combat type of simulator, but in space, and that really appeals to me. But at the moment, like everybody else, I just have to imagine what it's going to be like, and I'm sure that my ideas of what it's going to be like aren't the same as what Chris Roberts' ideas are going to be like, but I'm sure that he's going to meet everybody in the middle and eventually produce a game, and it's going to be massively graphically intense and hopefully very immersive. Now, another reason why I love EVE Online is because of its persistent servers and universe that you are in. Everyone resides within that same server constantly, all the time. And this seems like it's going to be using that kind of shard server system. And I don't think that's something that I really like, but obviously to get a game like this working, I think it's the only option, and the kind of technicalities and way that they're going to do it seems quite impressive. And it kind of reminds me of Grand Theft Auto, the way that you have a server with sort of 40 people onto it, then you can jump into other games which splits into other servers, but obviously this is going to be split into different areas of space. And I think the success of this game resides on how they go about creating those different servers that you play on and how they integrate with each other as a whole, so that you can make effects within this universe. Chris Roberts is an entrepreneur, I suppose. He's a dreamer, and he's got these ideas that he wants to follow through, and one way of making things like this a realization is to throw loads and loads of money at it, and that's happened. And it looks as if something's happening slowly in the development process. You can see the company growing bigger and bigger as they get different studios and hiring people all the time, and all the artwork and background lore that gets put into it is all becoming very interesting, and it's kind of building this universe up from scratch, and that's quite an exciting roller coaster to be a part of, I think. But it's all in this man's head, and you keep seeing videos of him and he's talking about it and talking in such detail about the mechanics of how the game is going to work when they're at such an early stage. And I don't know, I've kind of heard promises before, and this is the way it's going to be, and the kind of evolution of it, and things constantly changing, and there obviously is doubt in my mind and doubt in lots of people's mind, but it is exciting and interesting to look at and to watch it, and I'm fully excited to see what's going to come up next. I think the dogfighting module they're going to release at PAX, which is sort of about a month and a half, 2 months away now, and everyone's going to get to have a go on that, and that's going to be the real start of what this game is like, and how the dogfighting and the simulation and how it's going to work. So yeah, I think most of you guys that subscribe to my channel are from EVE Online and Dust514, and obviously interested in that kind of space simulators and spaceships and flying into the galaxies and carving your own path, whether it be industrialists or bounty hunters or pirates and that kind of thing. The kind of escape from reality for a few hours a couple of times a week, I guess, when you sit down and play games. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Have you heard about it? Have you chucked any money in the direction of this game? Are you looking forward to it coming out, or are you just not bothered at all? I've already chucked a little bit of money at it, so I'm going to get access to the dogfighting module and the alpha and then the beta when it comes out, and I'll probably post a few more videos then when it does come out. But yeah, please comment and tell me what you think about this game that is just an idea in someone's head at the moment. I'd like to know. Till next time, fly safe.